Little emergency edition here. Games are going slow right now. Arkansas is losing to UAB. Florida and A&M are in a weather delay, so I just thought it'd be a good time to jump on here real quick and talk about the referees killing South Carolina. They had that one up 17-0 at home, loses to LSU. Credit LSU though for the comeback. That was awesome. But if I'm a South Carolina fan, I'm demanding an investigation into these damn referees that cost us a football game, losing 36-33. They had their chances. They had a chance to go field goal. Sellers got hurt. If Sellers didn't get hurt, maybe this game's a little bit differently. But man, 2 pick sixes taken off the board. I don't think I've ever seen that in my life. Trying to get cousin Shane on the line. I have no idea. Shane's been in communication with me. And then the last hour and a half, I don't know if it's because of that game. I don't know if he's dead in a ditch somewhere. I have no idea where cousin Shane is, but just wanted to talk it out here with the South Carolina fans, let you know that I think you got robbed, should have won that game. Again, credit LSU, Nussmeier making the plays when he had to, but he did throw 2 pick sixes that were taken off the board, which I do not agree with that. How about Alabama? Roll Tide, says Jeremy. I mean, my God. 42-10 over Wisconsin, if you missed that. And that was with Alabama with a slow start. Wisconsin jumped out to an early lead there. That's about the only thing that they did right on Saturday. Alabama looks like a machine again. But let me know what you think here. Michael Riley, he's despondent here. Florida was outgained 174-8 to Texas A&M. And if you haven't watched any of that game, again, it's in a weather delay right now because of lightning. But A&M had to start Marcel Reed, the redshirt freshman. So advantage Florida, right? Because Florida looks awful. Defense is pathetic. Offense can't do anything. They finally got DJ Lagway in the game, and now we got this weather delay. So any momentum you get from maybe DJ, not seeing it. And Oklahoma's dominating Tulane, as predicted. Come on, you jokers. You thought Oklahoma was done. We're trying to set up, what's the score right now, Oklahoma? 14-0. Oklahoma's up on Tulane, and Oklahoma's got the football. They'll punch it in. They'll get up 21-0 here soon. But setting up, hopefully, an epic showdown with Tennessee, which I'll be at. But, like we said, Florida State. Congratulations to Florida State. You're the first 0-3 team in the entire country. Let's give them a round of applause here. After 13-0, 0-3, losing to Memphis at home. That's disgraceful. Missouri looked pretty, it's about what I thought. Boston College, shout out their quarterback, Thomas, whatever his name, Castellanos. I thought he was pretty impressive. Yet Missouri still forced him into multiple turnovers. Defense won today. Brady Cook missed a couple deep balls there. Luther Burden remains elite. The ground game for Missouri, very impressive. Got you a win. It was closer than it should have been, but you got the win. That's all that really matters. South Carolina would switch that in a second. But bad. What a heartbreaker here. I can't believe the refs stole a game from South Carolina here. I mean, if I'm a South Carolina fan, that's how I'm feeling. I kind of feel like that. I mean, I'm not. So I can only imagine how they're feeling right now. That was awful. And where's Cousin Shane? I don't even know if Cousin Shane's alive right now. It'd be really bad if I said that and he wasn't. But again, I'm sure he'll be back at some point, hopefully for another emergency podcast, because if Florida continues to get their ass kicked, we're probably going to do an emergency podcast number 2 for today and say goodbye to our good friend, Billy Napier, who, if you missed it, on Feinbaum Show, live, they do their live show down there in Gainesville. They had the fans chanting nonstop for Lane Kiffin to come to the Swamp. And that's just going to get louder and louder and louder as Florida continues to suck. Mike Griffith reporting Florida's already raised the money to fire Billy Napier. I have no idea if that's true or not, but he has reported that. Lane Kiffin to the Swamp. I say no, but regardless, what's going to happen, Lane Kiffin is probably not going to deny it. Genius move, just like he did it with the Auburn job. And why would he do that? Because he wants more money. They're going to give him probably about $12 million annually. And more importantly, more money for NIL. So do not anticipate Kiffin is going to downplay the Florida talk. He'll say, well, we don't focus on that till after the season, yada, yada, yada. That's what it's going to be. But, We're not even halfway done with Saturday, and some wild things have already happened. Again, South Carolina got robbed. Credit LSU being down 17-0, making the comeback, but still. I don't think anybody's looking at LSU and thinking that's a good football team. I mean, Sellers didn't even play barely at all in the second half. I think one series, he was totally ineffective. They allowed over 250 rushing yards to South Carolina, which normally can't even run the ball that effectively. LSU is not going anywhere, I don't think. They did get through it. They're in first place in the SEC, though. I'll give them that. Tater Candace says Cousin Shane is 12 beers deep and burning the SEC officiating rig down with the rest of the South Carolina fans. That was a great one. What if an emergency podcast if Arkansas loses to UAB? I mean, I don't even know if that's worthy, is it? I mean, I know they're big favorites, and they are losing right now, but yeah, maybe, because Arkansas will be dead in the water at that point in time. This is what we want to see. Arkansas, you should have dominated this game, and it's still early, but this is what we want to see. Are you going to cave? Taylon Green's sailing all these passes. He's got open touchdowns. He's sailing them here, at least early in the game. But Serene and Keene says, I'm more impressed with South Carolina than LSU. That's how I feel. Again, you had multiple touchdowns taken off the board. Didn't have your quarterback for half a game and still nearly won. South Carolina looks legit. Very, very legit. LSU defense looks bad. He got lucky. He should have had a couple interceptions that he didn't have. Drop one there at the very end. But, yeah, I don't know. Anything else standing out? I mean, how bad could Florida possibly lose to a backup quarterback? We got to fire. They're not going to fire Billy today. They may fire him tomorrow, though. I mean, I think it could be that bad. They probably should have already fired him. But maybe DJ Lagway sparks us in the second half here. I don't know. Ken Musk, Big Gator, he says the Lightning here in the swamp may cook the end of Billy Napier era in game. Yeah. Or you're getting your ass kicked so bad, maybe the Lightning delay's good. Maybe it gives you time to regroup. Cools down A&M, who was pretty hot, even though they were playing with a backup quarterback. Tough loss, Cox. I mean, I think that's even worse than last week, Arkansas losing to Oklahoma State. I mean, Arkansas gave that one away too, but a lot of this was out of the hands of South Carolina with questionable penalties called. Two of them, 2 pick sixes, both of them. Oh, Cousin Shane, he is alive. Damn refs. He's probably too drunk to be on the show. I don't want him to get canceled. That's a edited Cousin Shane if I had to. He's probably not even typing those words. He's probably had his daughter do it for him. Oh, no, UAB scored again. I'm going to jump off here and watch this. Yeah, 16-3 is what I'm seeing. In the comments, oh, man. They're saying 17-3, so they hit the PAT. All right, I guess I'm going to jump off here and watch this. But I just want to say, tough loss, Gamecocks. Could have been 4-0. Would have easily cruised, was it Akron next week, going into a huge SEC showdown. Yeah, we'll probably do an emergency here. If Shane sobers up and Arkansas gets their ass kicked, maybe he'll get his way. Bobby Petrino will be the head coach. And then, what could go wrong, right? What could go wrong? Matthew Vaught, I appreciate you. Great one here. Eat shit, Boston College. I mean, that was a battle, though. You got to admit. I thought Boston College looked pretty solid. But Missouri, much more solid. Get the home field advantage. So that was a heck of a win, I thought, by Missouri, but a little bit closer than what we wanted. I just feel bad. I feel bad for South Carolina people. I cannot imagine. Got that game stolen from you. But all right, hey, again, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see if I can get a hold of Shane. Maybe we can get him on one of these. We can say goodbye to Billy Napier here in about 2 hours, whenever this game finally starts and ends. But be on lockdown. We're gonna be here for, if nothing else, we'll do the power rankings after every single game is done. I just wanted to hop on here and say sorry. I agree, South Carolina, you got cheated, but congrats, LSU. A lot of teams down 17-0 on the road would have gave up. They never gave up, never gave in. So credit LSU for making that. But hell of a day for the Tigers, all the Tigers, Missouri and LSU. Bad day for the Gamecocks. You got robbed.